Hey guys, Bryson here, and today we're going to react to Andrei, a fellow YouTuber here that is basically going to buy his dream car with the dividends he actually made from his investments. Now, I read the comments. I think he doesn't do it, but I want to find out exactly what his journey was actually like. I'm also very interested in his videos because basically he makes great videos on YouTube also about finance and money. So congratulations, Andrei. So on top of that, guys, if you guys are new to my channel here, we'll search the channel and hit the bell so you're notified of the video. And on top of that, also destroy the like button. Now, without further ado, let's find out exactly how Andrei was able to actually buy his dream car 2020 McLaren 570S. A dream car. I don't know anything about cars, by the way. I just read the title. Okay, I don't know anything about cars.
So would you rather have $200,000 or this? A McLaren 570S.
Okay, a McLaren 570S. Would you rather have 200K or have a McLaren? Well, the answer is, you spend money on a McLaren, you spend 200K, so that's gone, right? But then you also have to pay like on maintenance, car insurance, parking. So it's kind of like, it's not gonna just cost you 200K, it's gonna cost you a lot more money. But with that money, you can invest it and make more money also. So obviously, I'd rather the money. Obviously.
I always wanted to do something reckless when I reach 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. But you know what? Life's just too short. Let's begin.
Oh, that is cool. That is cool. So he's at 782,000 subscribers on YouTube, but he hasn't done anything reckless yet, but he just did. He's not at 1 million yet. But by the way, he's grown very quickly. He makes very high quality videos and he definitely deserves all this stuff. Okay, so congratulations, Andrei.
Hi, my name is Andrei Jick. That's Andrei Jick, not Laundry Chick. Not.
This guy is hilarious. Not Laundry Chick. I actually said Andrei because I couldn't pronounce his last name, but it's good to know that it's Jick, not Chick. Okay, got it. We're on the same page.
Not Andrei, but Andrei Jick. So here's what's going on. I've always wanted to do something reckless with my money ever since I started here on YouTube. Now, I didn't always make.
I feel like everyone has that idea of like, hey, I want to be reckless with my money. And then the core idea is always like, hey, I'm going to start investing and then eventually I'm going to do something reckless. But then you find out that, investing has like its pros and cons. The pros is your money grows, but the con is also, but it's also a pro that it changes the whole way you think about money. So the things you actually want to do reckless, usually you won't do it because you know so much information that you're not going to go out there and take that massive risk. So I love investing, but I am not the same person I was when I was 19 years old because of investing. It changed me completely.
This kind of money. In fact, I earned $0 my first few months here on this platform. And I told myself when and if I ever reach 1 million subscribers that I would do something financially irresponsible.
I don't know about that goal right there, Andrei, but I've been doing YouTube since I was like 12 years old, and I just earned money like literally like last year. So it's been a long time. By the way, I'm 23 today, so basically around like 10 years also like without earning any money. But the idea is that my goal is always like, okay, when I can earn money, that's great, but like not to do anything reckless though. It's interesting. Everybody has like something like different they want to do.
One of the fun ideas I had was to buy a vacation to go to Hawaii. But Corey and I did that last year thanks to Webull.
Oh, that is awesome. Like I always want to go on a crazy vacation. Not really. I'm not really like a vacation type. My girlfriend will tell you this, like she likes vacations, but I'm like, we just saw this like in a picture. I have the wallpaper, so like why do we have to go there? It makes no sense. But you gotta do stuff for the lady. Okay, you gotta do something for the lady.
We went for free and it was a super cool experience. So the second thing my mind went to was to buy a luxury watch. Something like an Audemars Piguet, but the real thing.
Oh my gosh, those watches are insanely expensive. Oh no.
I thought, why would I do that? I've got the replica right here for $50 and it looks just as cool as one. So the next thing I thought about was,
he has the replica. That's pretty cool. One thing about me is that I don't buy like replicas, like fake stuff. Like I just don't buy any of it, okay? Like if it's too expensive, I just like don't buy. Like I have an iPhone. I don't have like a Chinese iPhone, right? But it's like I wouldn't really buy anything like I really just can't afford or like don't want to spend my money on. I usually don't do that. But if you want to, that's fine also.
The Astronomia. That is probably one of the coolest watches ever made. The problem is it costs $500,000 and
$500,000 for a watch. Get out of here. I can't even read the time on that watch. It's so weird, right? You guys saw it? It's so weird. I can't even read the time.
I cannot afford. That is PewDiePie kind of money, and I'm not there yet. So I bought a replica as well. But I don't buy these replicas because I want to show off status.
Oh, all right. So he buys his replicas because he likes the product, but he doesn't want to spend that much money on it. So I get it. It's not about like social status. It's more about like, hey, something I want, but I don't want to spend that much money on it. So this way, I respect it a lot. I respect it.
Or wealth. I just love the way they look. So I thought maybe next I'll buy a Tesla because all the cool YouTubers are doing it. And once you reach 500,000 subscribers, of course, you need to buy yourself a Tesla.
Every single YouTuber has a Tesla. Graham has a Tesla. Me, Kevin has a Tesla. A few other people have Teslas, and all I have is an electronic bike. I have an electronic bike, but not a Tesla. I refuse to spend money on a car. I refuse. Especially living in the city. I don't need one.
But that's too cookie cutter, and I don't want to be like everyone else. So then I thought, why not fulfill the dream that I had ever since I was a little kid?
Wow, his dream when he was a kid was a McLaren. I think my dream, what was my dream when I was a little kid? I don't even know. Yeah, I remember. So being a YouTuber, okay? Obviously, I was like 12 years old. That's what I always wanted to do, like a YouTuber. But never nothing like materialist. I don't know why. The materialistic was like never really like in the picture for me. That car, man, it is beautiful. And by the way, I have a Lamborghini Urus back here in the back of my thing here. But when I buy this car, I have to wait a little longer because basically they're still too expensive. And I have to wait until they depreciate a little bit more because once these luxury vehicles are actually going down in price, they don't depreciate any like as much. You can like buy one and ride it for like a year or 2 years and then sell it back for the same price and just make money, okay? But this is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool car. That is awesome.
Baby blue 2020 McLaren 570S, and it just fits me. It fits my playful soul. It has a mid-engine V8.
I feel like that's what the salesman told him. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Let's keep watching because I think Andrew has a point here.
3.8 liter twin turbo, which will make 443 foot-pounds of torque, and that means it'll go on to produce 562 brake horsepower. Imagine.
I don't know what any of that stuff means. Okay. I don't know what any of that stuff means. All I heard was it's gonna cost a lot of gas. Is that what you guys heard too? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Andre. I just don't like cars. I just don't like cars.
Imagine this horse. Now imagine 562 of them. Now that may not sound like a lot of horsepower, but that is a lot for a car that weighs essentially the same as I do after eating a burrito at Chipotle.
That is crazy, right? That basically we still compare cars to horses because back then horsepower was basically all it was. You know, you had 1 horse or 2 horses in the carriage, but we still compare like cars to horses. Isn't that crazy?
2,895 pounds. By car standards, that is very light. And that means I can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.7 seconds.
2.7 seconds and 60 seconds. You know, I hear this stuff and I'm like, okay, but where do I need to go that I need to get there that fast? Like where? Like nowhere, okay? But the idea is, you know, it's not about that. It's more about like the luxury and like living like a life you actually enjoy. And I think like having like a rich life is also being able to buy the things you actually enjoy and actually want, but only if you can afford it.
That means that I can get from 0 to 60 faster than Final Fantasy VII takes to load a cutscene and save the game. But I'll admit, 2.7 seconds is still slower than what it takes to lose people's trust here on YouTube with a clickbait thumbnail. So I'll get to the point. But now I want to...
Yeah, that is true. You can't clickbait. No. I'll probably clickbait you guys for this video though. I don't like Andre.
Share with you exactly how and why I did what I did, because maybe you want to buy the same thing, and I promise you'll be surprised at exactly how much you'll be able to afford. And of course, when I say afford, I don't mean the literal sticker price of the car, which when you Google, you can clearly see is $192,500. No, when
$192,500. $500. You can't even put your kids in that car, man. I just think so differently, okay? But I like the Lamborghini. It's like a Lamborghini Urus, like pretty good, right? But you can put like people inside. But this car is just like, it's just for you. It's a cool car for you. That's pretty cool.
When I say afford, I mean how many stonks do you think you need in order to afford this thing? The first thing to do is to decide between a lease and a purchase. Now with leasing, the benefit is the time value of money because
obviously he's gonna lease this vehicle, right? He's not gonna purchase a $192,000 vehicle, right? He's not gonna do that. And you can buy these cars, it's normal, but you have to buy them like they were like 3 to 5 years old. That way, when you buy it, depreciation kind of stops. You can always just sell them in like 1 to 2 years for like almost the same amount of money, and that way you don't lose a ton of money. But it's a 2020, bro.
You get to put up far less money up front for the down payment, and that means you can save and invest the difference in something like the stock market to let your money compound over time. And it also means that because it's a lease, you get to spend less money on the maintenance costs, which for a McLaren 570S runs anywhere between $3,000 to $15,000 per year. And that
oh my God, what is going on? Like, why? Why? I don't understand it. Why?
depends on whether you get a lemon or a lime. But generally speaking, for luxury exotics, after about 3 to 4 years, just be prepared to sell your kidneys, your children, and your children's kidneys. Now the cheapest—
oh my god, this is insane. It's so expensive, it's so expensive. I like reliability, simplicity, and low maintenance. That's what I like.
The lease online that I could find for a McLaren 570S was from Swap a Lease, and that came in at a low price of only—
What, Swap a Lease? Sounds like you kind of like swap a lease from somebody else, right? Is that what that is? Transfer lease? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay.
$1,900, which is literally more than what I pay for my rent here in Las Vegas. But that's not even the full picture, because on top of that, the lease owner wanted a $5,000 down payment.
So I'm guessing like the lease owner wanted to get rid of it. He's like, okay, I'll transfer you over the lease. Great. But then you pay me like $5,000 and you can just pay it like $1,900 every single month. Okay. So it sounds like not like that. That's... Guys, okay? $2,000 for a car is a lot of money, okay? You have parking, you have insurance, you have maintenance. All this stuff is going to add up to a lot more money over that year. But it's better than paying like $190,000 though, right? I guess.
And you could only drive the car for just 1 year. Now, if you average that out, $5,000 over the course of 12 months is an extra $416 in addition to the $1,900. But
I hope he's adding up also the insurance, the maintenance, and everything else. Come on, Andre.
wait, there's more, because we also have to add auto insurance, which of course depends largely on how old you are.
Okay, this is why I like Andre, okay? This is why I like financial YouTubers. Like, they know exactly what all their questions are going to be, and they go ahead and they answer it.
Where you live, your credit history, your driving history, and the insurance company itself. But after doing my research on what the average national cost is to insure a McLaren 570S, I found that it actually costs $2,000 per year. So it's actually not as bad to insure a luxury exotic car.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like maybe like a lot more. But like, what is that per month though? Because he's saying like per year to make it sound like a little bit lower. But per month is like $166. Not that much at all, honestly. Like at all. Like at all.
Which averages out to about $155 per month. That means after adding everything up,
it's 166. It's 166. You see, like 2,000 divided by 12 is 166. It's not 150 something.
The cheapest lease option would be $7,471 my first month, and then thereafter a monthly payment of $2,471. And that doesn't even include registration, gas, and maintenance, which we can comfortably and conservatively add another $150 a month on top of that. Now, the other option besides leasing is just to buy the car. And the benefit of doing this is that after all the payments that—
By the way, there's one more option, The other option is you just don't buy the car. Or you buy, for example, a 3 to 4 year old model and you ride that around for like a year or 2 years and then just sell it back for like around the same price. There's always other options here. But he wanted the 2020, so I get that.
I've made, I actually get to keep the car and enjoy it. And at the very least, if I don't enjoy it, at least I can sell it to somebody and recover some of those costs. Unfortunately though, out of all the leasing options that I've looked at, all of them have been taken, especially the cheap options. Plus, I said I wanted to be financially reckless, so I opted for the options like the convertible, which for Las Vegas is a must-have. This is actually how much it costs to buy the car. $210,000 of 100% real prop money. That's not real cash because I wouldn't keep that much cash in the house, but
I have like prop money also. People get so mad when you tell them, hey, it's prop money. Like they want you to have that much money in the house. Like for what? Why would you want me to have that much money in my house? That's so dangerous.
is this more than what you thought it would look like or less than what you thought? Either way, the real cost is more than that. After taxes, title and registration, insurance, everything else, destination fees, the actual total cost is $225,060. Now, judging by the numbers, buying
It's insane. Okay, let's hear what Andrei actually did here.
the car actually makes more sense because all I have to do is just take a loan for $168,000, and at a 2.5% interest rate, I can easily save and invest the difference in the stock market and easily make more than 2.5%.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing with this, okay? I want to be very direct, all right? Because say, for example, Andrei has like over $1 million or $2 million or maybe like $10 million in the stock market. It's a whole different conversation because basically his net worth is over $10 million, right? So this little car right here is not going to actually impact his entire net worth as a whole that much. But we're still talking about $160,000 in debt for something that's not going to make you any money. It'll probably make you happy for the first like 1 year or 2 years, but after that, you know, it's a whole different conversation.
And after paying the 20% down payment of $41,600, I'll be left with a 48-month loan, and the total monthly payment will be $3,966. I did not say that this would be a very smart financial decision, but I did ask to watch the video until the very end. If you made it this far into the video, you are
Okay, so far I've been mad, I've been happy, I've been upset, but this is the end of the video.
a true fan. I love you, thank you. But I was afraid to make this video because I didn't want to be associated with the scammer gurus driving their Scamborghinis trying to sell you their Scamber courses.
I know all those people, man. Like all those people. Some of them are scammers, some of them are not. Some of them are just salesmen. But you know, it's all about like, it's so weird, you know, like you upsell this whole thing, like, hey, I have a Lambo, you leasing it for like $1,000, $2,000. Hey, I have this house, you're renting it, Airbnb in it. I don't know. I don't like that at all. But I get why they do it though.
Because I didn't want people to just read the title of this video and think, we've lost another one. Because the truth is, I didn't buy a McLaren, but I did get to drive it to the mountains. Wish I had more time with it, got cooler B-roll, but the truth is, I don't want a McLaren, and neither should you. Look.
Oh, Andrei! This is awesome. This is awesome. Thank you, Andrei. Thank you. You had me for a second there. I was about to dislike the heck out of this video, but you got me back, Andrei. You won me back.
It's cool to see that people own this kind of opulence and wealth. And I think it's important for us, no, for me, to have those kind of people in my life. I want to look up to somebody and say, wow, you have achieved the pinnacle of success and you deserve it. And I look up to you because I want to be just like you. And that's so important for me to be a better version of me.
That's pretty cool, you know. And you might say, no, you don't need anybody to look up to. No, you kind of do. You always need something to look forward to be like, hey, that's someone I can compare myself to. Like my person is Warren Buffett. You know, I look up to Warren Buffett like crazy. That's that man right there is my hero. And the idea is that although I look to Warren Buffett, I'm still my own person and I know what I want to achieve. But you know, that guy is an example to who I want to be. I want to be trusted, I want to be respected, and I want to follow exactly what I say I was going to follow, and I don't want to follow the crowd, okay? That man is the pinnacle of success for me.
But what's more important first is to own my time, because unfortunately most people will choose to trade their time for money, and they'll trade that money for that stuff, which will require more money, which will require more time, and they find themselves in a catch-22 at the age of 67.
Yeah. It's crazy. Imagine like him buying this car, paying off this loan. At the end, he has like this depreciating asset that doesn't make any sense. And say for example, YouTube slows down or his Patreon slows down because you know everything has a peak. Right now, YouTube is peaking. It's like star high. Everything's going great for everyone most likely, but you don't know when things are gonna slow down, right? So you want to make sure when things do slow down, you already won the game.
But I think there's a better way to do this. And that's why my channel is not about cars or supercars. In fact, I know so little about cars This is literally me.
Hey, nice car.
Oh, hey, thank you. My car broke down though. The engine doesn't work.
The engine is on the back.
But he was talking about cars like he knew more about cars. I literally don't know anything about cars. Is that his girlfriend? Or is that his... I watch his channel, but I don't know like his personal life that much. Is that his girlfriend?
True story. That's why I'm a finance channel and not a car channel. The point of this video is twofold. The first, I'm sour grapes about not making an April Fool's video, so now I'm making one in July. But the second thing is, I wanted to illustrate both the true cost of ownership and real cost of ownership, because
Alright guys, so overall, I think we got the full picture here. And I'll add something here to Andrei's entire idea also. There's also something else when it comes to this video, and it's that, hey, just because you had the dream when you were 12 years old or like 9 years old or 8 years old doesn't mean you have to realize it, okay? Because not every single idea you had when you were 12 was a great idea. Because let's be honest, okay? All the ideas you had when you were 12 years old were based on marketing and things that were led for you to actually believe like, hey, this is so cool, like all these cars, all these women. No, in reality, it doesn't make any sense, okay? But, you know, in the future, I could see Andrei maybe having this McLaren, but to the point where it's not going to hurt him in any way. And for example, if you have like $10 million in assets, in like in stocks or whatever it is, it's an awesome buy, okay? Buy whatever you want to do. You earned it, you deserve it. But at this point, I just don't see the sense of actually doing this. And even when I get to that point myself, I probably will buy a Lambo, but it'll be like 3 to 4 years old, and I'll probably like use it for like 2 years and then sell it right back for the same price. But for now, I have my e-bike. And I am very happy with it, and I am not going to spend money on any of this stuff. So overall, guys, 2 things here, okay? Cars are expensive. Andrei, I like him again. And 3, just make sure whatever you actually do want actually makes financial sense for you, and it's not going to be a burden for you in the end, because the whole lifestyle, the whole this and that, in reality, it only profits for one person, and that's McLaren Manufacturing Company and also the dealership that is going to sell you the car. And as always, guys, that is it for this video. If you liked it, like it. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notified. And on top of that, also follow me on Bryson. And before I go, if you want to watch another video on Graham Stephan and how he spends money, well, watch this video right here. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.